What up, though? I am Fontaine the Titan, and we about to have some fun with this one today. We about to get into the two, one, two that I feel is the most disrespectful scenes in the history of black movies. Now, I'm gonna give you a warning right now. This one ain't necessarily for kids. So if you're a young person and you ain't into all of this type of language, now it's your chance to go ahead and do something else, But I'm letting you know that this one go get a little bit profane litten in it. But let me break this down to you. When we talk about disrespect, I'm taking this to a whole nother level. So the two movies that I'm going to present to y'all, explain to y'all how disrespectful they are. I'm gonna give y'all the whole concept of it when it's all over with. But let me get into the movies and let me get into the disrespect level of these movies, right? So the first movie that I see is and these is like 1A and 1B. I can't even pick one over the other one on the level of disrespect. But the first movie that I have down as the most disrespectful is Poetic Justice. The scene in Poetic Justice where Regina King character, right, is going off on Chicago after when they at the beach or whatever. So you got to understand what I mean by disrespectful, because she went in on him, right? She went in on him so strong. She said, "Go ahead, brush that weak ass fade." Nigga dick can't stay hard for 2 minutes. The fuck you do, take steroids? And then she paused and said, "That's the reason I'm fucking somebody else." Look the nigga up and down like, and what? That's the most disrespectful line. Oh my God. I'm sitting up here and you watched it and you seen what Chicago did. He was sitting up there. He was looking at her. He's brushing his hair, brushing his weak ass fade, right? He stopped in mid brush. Looked at her, just brushing his back pocket. Bam! Smack the fuck out her ass. You know what I'm saying? Now, keep in mind, I'm not condoning domestic violence here. But look what she took it to. That was a high level of disrespect. You know what I'm saying? She hit him in his soul. He wasn't even mad that he couldn't long stroke. He wasn't even mad about, you know what I'm saying, none of the other stuff she said, right? But when she said that she was fucking somebody else, that shit hurt his heart. You synced it in the film. That was some real good acting right there. Stopped in mid-brush. Pow! Off of the disrespect. And that's disrespectful on all levels. And you seen Tupac and Janet Jackson, they was in the mail truck. They like, whoa. That's good acting all the way around. But look at how disrespectful that is. You know what I'm saying? Look at the level of disrespect that is. And y'all got to understand that this is the type of stuff that be going on in households all across everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But that's the first movie. That's the first movie. I got that one out of the way. Y'all see where I'm going with this, right? So what's the other movie that I got? Dead Presidents. On Dead Presidents, right? You got the you got Lorenz Tate character. He coming up the stairs, right? You got Clifton Powell character Cuddy coming out of his woman house, whistling, damn near dancing, right? See Lorenz Tate, he say, bringing home the groceries. I remember back when I was married, I used to love to bring home the groceries. Made me feel like a man. Now I just laid some cash on Juanita. Like this, he just telling this dude that basically, like, it is what it is. He say, if you ever get into a jam, I'll front you. Cause from here on out, you might as well consider me a friend of the family. So of course, Lorenz Tate, he like, man, you stay the fuck away from my family. So Cuddy, he like, hey, look here, young blood. I don't want no trouble. You want me gone, I'm gone, or whatever. Turns around, hits him square dead in the face, knocks him down the stairs, Lorenz Tate going back down the stairs, reverse Superman style, hands up, legs up. Oh, hits the head on the back of the banister, right? Cuddy coming down the stairs, pull out the pistol on him. He say, nah, I tried to be a friend, motherfucker. This is so disrespectful. Walks up on him and tells him, he say, do she suck you, fuck you, make you feel like a man? She wasn't doing you like that before you came out from that war now, was she? Ooh, disrespect all the way around. And he say, I got a present for you, Santa Claus. Open up your mouth, suck this pistol, whatever he said. Lorenz Tate like, you better kill me. Cuddy, he smooth. He say, I ain't about to kill you over no woman. That's personal, right? But don't you ever bite the hand that feeds you, nigga. Disrespect to, this is high level of disrespect here. You know what I'm saying? But it's not over, right? So cut to the next scene in that movie. Lorenz Tate, now he got to go in the house and see Juanita. Cuddy just left from out of there. Now he got to go see Juanita. Cuddy had said, I just laid some cash on Juanita. So Lorenz Tate character, he like, you better get a nigga the money back. She like, no, I ain't giving him the money back. We need this money. They get to arguing back and forth. And he was cool. She said a whole bunch of shit because Lorenz Tate had asked her. He was like, so is you fucking him or what? You know? So she like, yeah, I'm fucking him. And then looked him up and down like what you go do about it? He still held his composure for a second. And then she had said the one thing that got deep and penetrated his skin. She say the only time I get to hold you is when you're having one of those stupid nightmares. And he choked her ass up so fast, had her up against the wall. Now, he ended up leaving after he choked her up, which, you know, this is my point. This is why these two movies is the most disrespectful, because it sets a standard for how we deal people out here in this world, right? And on the aspect of men and women relationships, right? Women, y'all know that y'all know that one thing that y'all can say to get up under a motherfucker's skin so deep, right? That it just shatters them. And with us being humans, we don't know what to do. It happens in so many relationships and all of that everywhere. Somebody say something like that to you, what do? You put hands on people. That's not the answer. I'm not here to condone domestic violence or anything like that when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, me explaining these disrespect. What I'm saying is that the law of cause and effect, you know, every action has a reaction, you know. We gotta watch what we say to people. You know what I'm saying? The level of disrespect that we say to other people, and then we sit back and act like they not supposed to have a reaction to it. Hey, sometimes the reaction that this person have might not be the reaction that you were expecting. You might be feeling like, well, I can say whatever I want to, and a nigga ain't supposed to do shit. Well, a lot of niggas don't operate like that. I had one of my homeboys I used to work with. He you know, cool than the dude. You know what I'm saying? Married and all of that stuff, and he ain't no dude that you would think is violent. But he like, I knock the shit out of a bitch. He say a woman run up on me like a man, she go get knocked out like a man. So, you know, it's a lot of men out here that got a mentality that they don't even care about, you know, hitting their women. You know, and the psychology behind it is that we raised up with, you know, getting whoopings and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got your mama whooping you. You know what I'm saying? As a man, you don't care about nobody. Some woman put their hands on you, want to hit them back. You know what I'm saying? We go through all of these stages of violence throughout our life. And when somebody hits you in that core and you in that response mode, a lot of times you ain't doing nothing but reacting in a violent way, right? But we got to get out of that, man. Man, we got to get out of that. Niggas, hey, y'all know. We can't be out here putting our hands on these women regardless of how disrespectful they are. And we know they gonna say some fucked up, disrespectful, hit you in the heart shit. Right now, they go say it every single time. If they know they can get under your skin, they go say it. But on the opposite side, women, ladies, you got to stop saying this stuff to these men and not expecting them to react this way. You know, this is a double-edged sword that we got out here, you know? Because on the 100 tip, ain't no man supposed to put their hands on no woman for any reason is what they say. But, you know, as Bill Burr say, you know what I'm saying? You got women out here that'll key up your car and stand next to it and be like, ta-da! And he, like you say, you think she deserve a little nudge, a little jab in the stomach or something for that? No, it's not the fact that, you know, y'all do these things and know that there's going to be a reaction. It's the fact that y'all know that we can't touch y'all. We're not supposed to touch y'all. And in an actual sense, we need to be treating our women as queens. You know, as a lot of people out here say, you know, the black woman is God, you know? So why would you treat your woman in that way? And at the same time, black women, if y'all are as God out here, act like a goddess, you know? Treat yourself to a higher standard. If you dealing with a dude that you gotta say all of this shit to and have these type of arguments, why you with him? Why you with him? Let's move on. Let's get to a higher level out here. You know what I'm saying? These two movies are the biggest examples of what I say disrespect. And like I say, it's disrespect on both ends here. It's disrespect on the man part and on the woman part, right? Because when it comes to poetic justice, you know, hey, Chicago, he was thinking like, you know, whatever, it's just going to be a little argument. And she said what she said, and it took it to a whole nother level. And Dead Presidents, you know, Lorenz Tate character, he thinking that, you know, he about to just come home and have a good day, and he got another dude coming up out his house. Like, that Dead Presidents, that's just like double whammy scenes of disrespect. But he go in the house right after that, he ain't got no chance to really get himself together, and then she in his face talking about, I'm fucking him. Oh, man, you know, that's one of the, here's the thing. We got to understand that we can't equate a relationship to ownership, right? You know, that's let me get that out the way. Let me say this, you know, before I close this video down. A lot of people equate relationship to ownership. Just because you're in a relationship with somebody, that don't mean you own them, you know, but a lot of people got that confused. I need to know where you at, where you going, what you doing, you know, who you on the phone with. Let me see your phone and all of that stuff. And you take, this is a whole nother person, a whole nother spirit, a whole nother soul that's out here. They doing their thing. Just because y'all made an agreement together to be together, or however y'all have your dynamic, whether you married or not, it still don't equate to ownership. You still don't own this person, you know? So that level of violence that people take it to is because they feel that they out of control, you know? But you got to understand, the first thing you got to do is control yourself. Regardless of how disrespectful somebody is, regardless of what's going on. And trust me, you just as free in your mind. If you're free in your mind, then you're free to leave that person. You shouldn't be looking for love on the outside of yourself. Your love should come from within yourself. Love yourself first, and then you won't even have to deal with a lot of the nonsense that goes on. A lot of the times we end up in these abusive relationships and being in these type of situations because we don't even love ourselves first. So, you know, love yourself first and try not to be disrespectful to people, because that reaction that might come back to you might not be one that you want to even be involved with, you know? And then let's also, on the opposite side of it, regardless of what somebody say, let's control how we react, right? We know that people out here can say some terrible, horrible shit and have us all out of our square. So we know it's coming. Have a different reaction, you know? Let's raise our levels up to where we're not out here reacting like animals, you know what I'm saying? Where we're not acting like just, you know, on this human level of this is how I'm supposed to react because society say so, right? So let's do that for each other. And if you ain't seen these movies, check them out. They some really good movies. You know, Poetic Justice, Old School, Tupac, Janet Jackson, Regina King, oh boy, that plays Chicago. I can't think of his name right now. But, you know, good actors in it. Then you on the opposite end of it, you got Dead Presidents. You got Lorenz Tate. You got Clifton Powell. Terrence Howard in there for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? It's a real good story. Chris Tucker in that movie as well. If you ain't seen these movies, check them out. Look out for these disrespectful scenes. See the build up on how they come, and understand that, you know, we don't have to react the way that they react in these movies, you know. So with that being said, I am Fontaine the Titan. Like, subscribe, and share. You know, hope y'all enjoying this content. And I'm out of here. Peace.